Hello, friends of crypto price charts, Komodo platform, pirates, and all the friends around. I'm Giuliano, and it's 15th of September, halfway through the month of September. Welcome, welcome. Time to share the screen. Looking at this Bitcoin chart on the daily time frame. This is what I'm seeing here. Okay, we're gonna pop up a lot of colors and lines, but fractal time, let's think here, just the way that it's been behaving, because we're not sure if we would be taking a steep zigzag here all the way down to 40,000 levels, or if it would be down and then sideways down like this is what it looks like here. Do you see fractal time? That's what I'm saying here. Are we just repeating this type of energy on the Bitcoin price chart, and then we'll make our move up and retrace and then go a bit higher and then retrace? Where is that leading us? Who's to say? But that's the basic idea. Now, yes, this just looks more simple with single candles, but that's why when we look at the weekly price chart, we see the same idea. It's just this simple move down and then this choppy sideways down with candles and wicks. And that's what's being played. That's what looks like it was played out here. And, so far this weekly candle, quite nice. It's not a bullish and it's not an engulfing, and it's not anything certain. Could still be followed by the downturn. But yeah, we get here on the daily. So there it is again. This is the daily version. All right. So that's just the idea that I'm playing with right now. Yep. So there you are. We are in the 47,000s. This is basically the level that we need to break and then hold. So here we are. Interesting. Just going to check here. What is the retracement level for this? Whoa, there it is. There's all those colors. So yeah, we're around a 50% retracement. Okay, so nothing, those are the two areas, nothing major yet, but still, it's definitely positive. It's definitely positive. And when we bring back these indicators, okay, looks like we could definitely be looking for some positive momentum, increasingly positive momentum. It's already begun, and let's see if we can get into the green. And that would definitely be bringing us up to the previous resistance levels higher up at the 50,000 level. I mean, the way that right now, if we want to hide the lines, we are above the 200-day moving average, all right, and above the cloud, all right. We're looking to turn positive momentum, and the RSI is saying, whatever, do to me what you will. I'm at your beck and call. You can dump me or you can pump me. And that's where we are. Okay, cool. I think this is all good so far. Yeah. So that's the daily. And if we want to check 4 hourly, what is happening here? Maybe we are not so strong. We are hitting this resistance on the 200 period moving average, and the cloud might need a little bit of a pause, but maybe it will make a bit of a last push and then find some neutrality. I don't know. Anyway, here, okay, so that would be some instability. But anyway, we are Thursday today, no, Wednesday today on it's just in the afternoon UTC here on Wednesday. That's right, the 15th of September. So we're playing around these price levels here. So we want, oh, here comes the drawing again. It's this level here. So we want this to hold here. And there it is with all that price action there. So that's this right here. So basically, beautifully, we're looking for what was previously resistance, now becoming support. So that might be what ends up happening on this 4-hour time frame. So we've broken this. Good. We might need to come back down and test this level of support here at 47,000. Okay. Might even come down here and test, or even confluence, you know, whatever. This is going to be, this is only tomorrow in this time frame. This is 4-hour price chart. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, we've got a number of candles remaining for the day and then into tomorrow. So these things are possible. We're looking definitely for the 47 to hold though. That's the more bullish scenario. And then we can get ourselves above and higher. That's the idea. Let's go for that. Okay, anyway, so there's your 4-hour idea. We've definitely broken out of the channel. Goodbye for now. We've broken out of this downtrend. Goodbye for now. We have enough. Oops, no, that's not you. We have enough of the drawings right now. And I think we are currently out of this sideways box, so we can relieve it. We're really looking between these two lines here. And yeah, that's where we are right now. Okay, what else do we want to look at? Well, we're going to go over to these crypto charts here because I just had looked at XYO one time. And so we'll look at it again because boom, that thing went wild. Now on the weekly, I remember looking at it around here, I think it was. So it has continued another many percent, you know, 200 on a closing level, you know, 200%. So there you go. When these things explode, they really explode. But now it's looking obviously parabolic. And this is a weekly scale. But again, you know, this is where fundamentals and technicals are linked in one thing, because it's market sentiment, and the market sentiment is based on current activities, but also, you know, it's lagging. So, and there's always a reversion to the mean. So let's play with a little bit of ideas here, and then we can come back to this chart and see where we are. Okay, so first things first, let's just pop a trend line here. And in fact, we'll then take a channel and say, okay, how does this channel? This is the weekly time frame. So yeah, so you add some channeling there and then it pops out. So anyway, that's fine. Don't really need to think about that just yet. Looking at some relationships, we can take our Fibonacci relationship extension tool to compare distances. So this with the next one, one-to-one on closings. And if we, yeah, one like a 1618 to around the 3000 level there. Okay, and then we want to also take that and take from the bottom and take the top of this move and then compare. And so again, here's like, these are really big moves, relatively speaking, through the 3618 here and closing around the 2618. These are big moves here when we look at this type of action. So, and this is on a weekly time frame. Sure, it could go more. You always want to be mindful though at these levels. This is never, I don't want to say never. This is often not a increasing. You don't increase your stack here. You decrease your stack at these levels and wait for the times when it's clearly either depressed or definitely not inflated to levels unknown. Like we're working with these previous highs. So yeah, there's a lot of movement here. So I don't, and then if we're looking on a daily, you know, just the amount of activity here, and you just want to, we want to see it start to shape up at least. Okay. Yeah, it could just shoot pop higher. Again, that's where taking other information in can be helpful. We're definitely highly overbought. And one thing noticing is that just all the levels are very much bigger than the average. So we'll see what kind of time frame it takes to clear this up and shape up. Is it just going to be relating here back to this and just chop down a bit to these 7,000 levels? Is it not even done, the impulse? Is it going to continue now? Are we just on a third wave extending here and we need a fifth wave? Now, how high is that going to go? Who knows? But that's where yeah, that's where anything can happen in these types of markets. So that's also a benefit of not taking everything off the table. There are different money management taking strategies people use, whatever seems to work for you. Maybe just a perpetual, depending what it is, right? Also the fundamentals. So if you're using the strategy of the BTC chart and altcoin chart, and just basically similar to using gold silver ratio, and whether you're accumulating gold or silver based on the ratios, you're just overall accumulating your wealth over time. So that's that kind of idea. So there you have it for now. I think if we, I mean, there's nothing really here to work with. So that's kind of where that is. There's a trend line. We'll see what kind of shape we start getting over here. All right. That's XYO BTC. There was DERO as well, and this one's been doing well too. Wow. Yeah. Just keep going. This is wild, right? You know, possibilities to drop down. It did not. Possibilities to go higher. It did. This is wild. This is a weekly time frame as well, which is why, you know, just that XYO chart is, who knows, it could just keep going higher. Maybe it just needs a week down like this, and then boom, it goes even higher, right? This is incredible. Let's take a look from bottom to top. 1,800%. That's quite the move. Well done. We take the first move. Looks good here. That's longer, the third one. And then we start from this level. Okay, 8.6. So the point being is that it's not always simple to shape up the bottoms and the tops. I mean, you hear people say that, and that's true. So there you go. That's a nice, it's definitely a nice movement. You know, the first, you know, 0 to 2 type 0 to 2 trend line channel breaking out like this. I do think that, so then we want to, so if we're looking like that, then take, let's say what are we playing with here? You know, I hope you're watching what I'm doing, because I'm just taking the lows to the highs and I'm just measuring some things, comparing them. Yeah. And from there, trying to figure out, okay, what are the relationships? If something is a longer relationship, then it's a more extended move. Sometimes we get the equal relationships like 1-to-1, and just trying to shape up. This is clearly an impulse move. We've broken this channel. We're in some sort of third wave because we haven't really corrected down towards the channel in any significant way over price and time. And seems like we are making a subdivisions here. And this is against the BTC chart. So DERO is really hitting it off right now. But against BTC, it doesn't always make notable 5 waves, 5 moves with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like for example, well, for now, this is where it is, and it is giving us that. And so let's see what can result. But if we look at daily prices, there we go. So this is where we can take a bit more of a local view. And now you see, okay, so this could likely be us moving into an ending pattern for the overall up move. If from here to here is a 1, okay, then from this level to this level is a 1618. That's a pretty good move, pretty good idea. I'm not taking into consideration the wicks, but so I guess that can be considered. And I imagine that this whole thing here is its own correction. Like we're just getting into that 5th wave, I guess, if that's what's happening here. Okay, this whole move here being a correction. And if that's the case, if that is the case, right, and we're going something like this, okay, that's pretty strong. If that's what, if this is a flat with a C failing and we're going higher, that's quite large. That's good. That's good. That could lead to, well, we could measure the 3rd wave and compare with the 5th, let's say. Maybe give it a 618 or a 3. Oh, we're already at the 618. Maybe a 1-to-1. I don't think that makes sense. Maybe the 5th will be the extended version. Let's see. Let us see. Likely could be. Likely could be. So that's the idea for DERO. In which case, I mean, wow, wow, wow. That's good times for all the DERO holders and users who are excited about DERO. Yeah, look at that. That's great. I think that's it for the DERO. But yeah, that's what I'm feeling here. Is this whole thing is that corrective pattern? Yeah. All right. I think we have. I hope you're still watching. I know there's a bit of pausing and stuff. I'm not exactly speaking the entire time, but I'm just kind of running through some ideas with you. And oh yes, so we'll take the TRAC, the ICX, and the THETA. So we'll just run with that ICX first, just to notice where we are here. Okay, so we are. I just traced out a downtrending line. We're at a very very influential downward trend line. And what a nice big, this is a monthly candle. So it's such a big bullish candle here. Let's take it down to the weekly just to get a bit more of a sense of this sideways boxing accumulatory channel that we're in here. Okay. And to get the sense that as soon as we're jumping out of this downtrending resistance, boom, next levels here, you know, 10,000, 9,000 to 10,000 Satoshi's level. Okay. I'm not without pausing probably around the 7,000-ish, but you know, yeah, that's pretty good. So also in there, we have these purple trend lines for this more local move, which it broke down, but here it is here. So let's just keep it there for now as we confluence with it. Is it going to provide this rejection with the upward trend line? Sorry, with the downward light trend line here? Are we getting rejected down to the downside on the ICX chart here? Are we going to be moving down? And then we have this next trend line here in purple, the lower, bigger trend with the low from beginning January, and then the lows from July into August along this trend line. And yeah, cool. This is a good chart, ICX. Well done. And looking to just break above. Yeah. But this is a weekly price chart, and so yeah, I think anything is possible here at this point. On the daily, yeah, I mean, overall, I'm not too sure yet if it's ready, but if it is, it's ready now. I mean, if it's gonna go now, meaning, you know, within these next days, but otherwise it's gotta retrace some before going, but it's coming. You definitely get the sense that it's coming. All right, so good job. And I think the next look that we're going to take is the theta price chart. Yeah, look at that. I just impressed at this weekly structure on theta price chart. Let's just take some channeling here and see where we're at. There we go. Interesting work. So yeah, you're going to be hearing about theta soon enough. I can imagine that. Looks like we're in a fourth wave right now, correction. This is a weekly time frame. This is a monster right here. Let's check on some retracements. We didn't really check any retracements on those previous charts. Anyway, yeah, if we could hold this is great retracement levels, 61.8 on the whole move. And based on the, you know, on this wave here, whoops. Still, yeah, this is very nice, very strong for the theta price. So let's see, but it looks good. Looks good. And if we want to look at that, yeah, good times. I think that for me, the idea is recognizing an impulse versus a correction. Recognize when a correction can be completing or what. So in this case, there is still time and there is still distance, depending on how much does it need to come back in this channel in order for its correction to take place. And it could even be into the 2022 if it needs more sideways action. It all depends, but there looks like a pretty decent wind up building here. It might not need that much time. It might only need, you know, until the end of the year, beginning of 2022, not so much towards the middle of it. So maybe a 6 months difference. And who knows, maybe it only needs a month or 6 weeks, you know. So that's the basic idea here with the theta price, but it looks like on the BTC chart, this is a solid correction right here. Okay, with a look for further moves higher, but again, what does that look like? You know, does it? I don't know, how does it find this channel again? If ever, you know, there's always There's always other possibilities. It doesn't, and this is the BTC price chart, right? So the Theta USD could be going up and this could be chopping around. That's basically the idea that I'm pulling here. Okay, so definitely though, long over short, definitely long over short biases to the upside with Theta overall. If you know, depending on your time preference, time frame is a weekly price chart. Yeah. On the daily, yeah, looking good. You know, nice flat pattern. And then we're basing here. Pretty good. Liking it. You know, we want to check the retracement of the C wave on the B wave. There you go, 1382. I mean, that's pretty solid. This is pretty cool. Go for it, Theta. What do you got? Okay. Anyway. Next, and I think maybe final for this video is the TRAC BTC. Boom. Yeah, so there's that long triangle weekly price chart. Got 3 in a row on the green upward movement. We'll see. Maybe it needs to retrace a bit before going, but still, we're looking for that time when we start breaking out and moving higher to the 1,000 Satoshi levels. All right, that's the TRAC BTC. If we want to take that more locally. Got a lot of basing here. This is good. This is good. It is chopping well. And it's narrowing. And yeah, good. These are good movements, good times for everyone who wants to pay attention. All right, so if you are paying attention still and this has been enjoyable for you, thanks for liking the video, maybe making your comments. Much appreciated. Hope it was either educational, entertaining, or maybe it helped you to rest, get some sleep. Until next time, love, peace, happiness. Stay hydrated. Goodbye.